They were just four friends chasing a thrill: Ashley, Mark, Sarah, Tom. What began as a mellow night of laughter and smoke under amber streetlights took a sinister turn when someone uttered the idea, "Let's visit the asylum." The old Greystone Asylum, long abandoned, barricaded by rusted fences and swallowed by overgrowth. Local legend claimed it was once home to the most disturbed minds, and that not all of them ever truly left. Flashlights in hand, adrenaline coursing through their veins, they pried open the gate and crossed the threshold. Inside, the air was thick, like breathing dust and decay. Walls cracked like fractured bone. The scent of mildew mingled with something else, coppery and old. Mark joked nervously. Ashley laughed too loud. But the asylum didn't welcome laughter. As they moved deeper into the building, something shifted. Ashley felt it first, a chill that crawled up her spine, ice replacing blood. She turned, and the hallway behind her was empty. The others were gone. "Guys?" Her voice echoed down the corridor like it didn't belong to her. Silence. Then, a low, dragging sound behind her. She spun. Nothing. But her flashlight dimmed, the batteries fresh moments ago. The beam flickered violently, then died. Elsewhere, Mark found himself circling the same hallway. No matter which way he turned, he kept ending up by the same room. Cell 34. On the third pass, the door creaked open. Inside, a patient's name was scratched over and over into the walls. His name. Sarah and Tom stayed together, but even they weren't safe. The air turned viscous, heavy. The walls seemed to pulse. Behind them, the echoes of screaming patients, garbled, desperate. Whispers clawed at their ears. "Don't leave me here." Then Tom saw it, a figure crawling across the ceiling, limbs wrong, face split in a soundless scream. Panicking, they ran. But the asylum had changed. Hallways stretched, doors vanished. Every path led further in, like the building was alive. Each friend began seeing visions, personal, horrifying. Ashley saw her childhood home aflame, her family inside calling for help. She screamed, but no sound came, just flickering flames and empty eyes staring back through the smoke. Mark watched himself in an old cracked mirror as his reflection dissolved, his skin, his eyes vanishing piece by piece until nothing stared back. Then the mirror shattered, and in its place was a hospital bed, occupied by him. Sarah stood in front of a tall mirror, but the version of herself inside smiled widely, too widely, while she sobbed uncontrollably. She backed away, but the reflection remained, mouth stretching further until it tore. Tom stumbled into a room lit only by the flicker of dozens of TVs. All were playing VHS tapes labeled with dates. He pressed play on one. It showed him, sleeping, peaceful. But something stood at the foot of the bed, watching. Other tapes showed the same thing. Dozens of nights he never remembered. They tried to scream, to run, to find each other. But the asylum had made its choice. One by one, it took them. Ashley was last seen turning a corner, chasing a voice that sounded like her mother's. Mark's flashlight was found lying beside cell 34, still warm to the touch. Tom's camera was recovered, still recording. When played back, the last frames showed his face looking into the lens, eyes wide in realization, before static swallowed the image. Sarah's final moments were never captured, only described by a night janitor who quit the next day. He swore he saw a girl in the third-floor window, banging from the inside before a shadow covered her and she vanished. The asylum devoured their screams, their footprints, their presence. Only their car remained, parked out front, doors locked, keys in the ignition. When dawn broke, Greystone Asylum stood as silent as ever, its cracked windows catching the early sun like dull eyes. Police came, investigators, but no trace of the four teens was ever found. Their names were added to a growing list of disappearances, a new chapter for the town's folklore, a fresh warning. Locals still whisper about it, about the flickering lights that appear some nights, about the voices that echo if you walk too close to the fence, about the girl who sometimes stares out from the third-floor window. They say the asylum isn't haunted, it's hungry, and last night, it fed.